Legend and Texas are out of fuel, so I'm taking them fuel.
What do you mean out of fuel?
I
In
guess
the
Texas
machine?
fuel tank in the skid steer, and Texas fuel tank broke or something. I don't know.
Well, the fuel cell in Legend's truck is installed now. Actually, no, it ain't. The goddamn line's busted, he said. He's working on that right now.
At that job he cut yesterday, just pulling shit to the road.
Yeah.
Because if we're trucking, we're gonna truck it quick. Matt's on the way back with a new belt. Guarantee that doesn't get done today, though.
A belt?
Yeah, he blew 2 belts.
On what, the chipper?
Yeah.
Sweet.
What's happening, Texas? You're looking like it's cold out here.
Sitting around waiting. Yeah, it is cold out here. What are you talking about? Look, we're all in jackets. I'm just, you know, the guy that operates the machine doesn't have to be in jacket.
That's right.
You got hot coffee. Greased everything but the front. The tree lady to remove all this tree shit just came too. She measured the drive and all that.
What happened?
I don't know, some person that's doing the trees, I guess.
They're taking a different tree, maybe?
No, she came and looked at all this.
They measured the driveway?
Yeah, to make sure she can get equipment in here, I guess, something to pick it all up.
Sounds like they're bringing a crane.
That's what I
Something
figured.
else.
No, she was looking at all this.
Huh.
And I told her, I don't know, you know, I said I was told not to touch the tree, so I don't know.
I wonder if they're going to take that. Ideally, I'd want you to be here. I can load out faster that way.
Do you have a way of moving this around a little bit?
Yeah, I've moved them all.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They were up there. I had to drag them down here.
I just didn't know how heavy they were for the 50.
It doesn't love it.
I guarantee.
I'll just move this. Yeah. And let you try to get like this as much as possible. And let this thing warm up. These guys aren't real fast moving this morning, are they?
It's telling me. Everything but what I said.
It's just us now. So we're back to the normal crew.
You gotta rock and roll.
That's right.
I'm not going anywhere except for like a day for Thanksgiving.
Vince is gonna go home a couple days on Thanksgiving.
We're the only ones left.
I told his mom, told Vince's mom, don't try to talk him into staying at home when it comes to
Hell no, son.
I thought about going up there with him just so I could be sure to drag him back.
Hey, if you need somebody to drag him back, I'll drive up to Ohio for a day.
We might go up there. They got a pond that they want to dig. You got any stocks?
Any stocks? Of course.
They just running, aren't they?
Everything's running.
I like it. You got any Doge?
I sold my Doge.
But it's at 36 right now. I bought it when it was 13.
Hell yeah.
Let it run, Papa.
Yeah. It's going to.
Are you guys gonna take up everything, the floor and all that?
It's all already up. When I left last night, I had all your foot ends and everything pulled up in a pile, so all we should have left to take out today is the last bit of masonry.
Think we'll be able to get all the rest in another load?
I think you can fit it, but
In a second load.
yeah, second load for sure.
To go to the septic system, are you able to like map that, like flag it?
We're gonna start on that today. I've got 4 30-yard dumpsters there. I'll get those pulled out of the way. We'll expose the tank and then we'll trace the lines.
Thanks so much.
No problem. Trying to get a big track hoe moved up there. Still trying to figure out if I can get a small grinder, but bigger than, you know, regular pull behind. A track chipper is what it has to be, without doing, you know, 20 grand to work at the road entry there. We just can't get that grinder in. We could have already had the big excavator there, but they're still trying to find a route to get there without going through downtown or anything. It's an oversized load. It's 14 foot wide, you know, so you can't. That's the challenge, is like coming up through from town. It's so steep, like sharp turns. You can't get, you know, it's a 60-foot trailer with a 14-foot wide load, you know. I don't know for sure yet if we're just gonna pile at the bottom to grind or if we're just gonna have to burn. I do know that it's okay to burn.
And there's a way to control that where it's not going to spread. The one thing I'd be concerned about is that spreading everywhere.
Yeah, we regularly burn, you know, huge lots, so You know, you strip all the way around and keep a small pile. You don't just light the whole lot on fire. You know what I mean?
Responsible for setting the whole mountain on fire.
Yeah, and even if God forbid that were to happen, it comes back on whoever lit the fire, which would be myself. You know, next challenge on that is the same thing. If we're hauling a 50-foot log trailer, how do we get it there and what's that cost? You know, does it make sense? Are you going to make money on the logs at that point? In a good world right now, you know, you get $500 or $600 a load on good logs when you're heading straight to the mill. $150 an hour on a log truck and trailer. That's going to get you that pretty fast, you know. It'd save us either way from having to grind to burn. We prefer to do that, you know, even if we break even, at least it goes to a good source and we don't have to kill machines. You know, 4 weeks things start to turn black and then the mill fusses about because it's real hard on their blades. Call you as soon as we get the machine there. Once we get it there, you know, it is being a challenge to get. It's a 60,000 pound Traco. It's a challenge to get it there, but once we get that large of a machine there, it does make the work pretty fast. So one good day of clearing up there, we'll be able to see a whole lot more.
Do you know of a mobile mill guy that might be able, that has equipment that could come up here and mill some stuff?
I know a guy named Frank. He advertised for a long time, and I don't see him advertising as much anymore. I don't know what that means, if he's got all the work he wants now or if he's not doing it as much or what, you know, but I can send you his phone number.
I mean, does that save me any money on your end if I'm milling logs on site?
The more that we can pile and leave, the better it is for us. But then at the same time, like, do you want us to work up a perfect log to leave there, you know, or are we just cutting the top off, cutting the stump and leaving the whole stick, you know what I mean? Everyone is lazy as a motherfucker and they want it just laid out for them as perfect as can be, you know. And so I think the best scenario for you if you get a mobile guy is, you know, we get them all staged nice and neat, stacked up in a row, cut like they need to be cut. They come in with their mill and just roll it on their mill with a tractor and start cutting. If they have to work stuff up, they probably are just going to tell you they're not interested, you know.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the best route, sure.
Yeah. Does that save money? Probably not. Does it cost more? I don't know. Two things about it is, number one, I've got several laborers now on chainsaws, and I've got a machine holding a log while they're cutting it versus me crunching it up and throwing it on a fire, throwing it in a grinder fast, you know. So,
right.
But at the same time, at the end of the day, you know, just meeting with these guys the last couple of days and walking a lot with them, I mean, there is a lot of good lumber in there. Even if, like, you know, even if you wanted to go down to saving poplar, there's a ton of poplar there that you could cut for sodding and stuff, you know. And I've got log trucks, you know, so small trucks, big trucks, you know, we can figure that out.
I know you're busy. I'll let you go. I'll check into that stuff here.
I'll call you as soon as we're heading that way.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, dude, too.
He's waiting for his air pressure to build up so he'll have brakes going down.
That trailer must be leaking, I guess.
Well, I guess something is. He cut it off right there. And
They bringing blocks up?
yeah. He said they're on their last road. Heck of a wall.
It's a hell of a wall. It's 140 foot long. There's two
I
walls.
saw the first.
That bottom one's 6 courses high, and then the top one will be 4 courses. The bottom one, though, it'll be buried. 2 courses will be buried on the bottom.
Okay.
So
that'll be good. He pulled the first load up here. He had 5 blocks on there, and they were near the end of the trailer. Had to get a bobcat to come pull him up that hill. His truck just sat there and
spinning. Yeah.
Then they got up here and slid off in that bank there, that trailer.
The trailer did.
So they had to get the excavator, come up here and unload the blocks, and then pick the trailer up and set it back in the road.
They're gonna tear my shit all to hell, man. Can't be gone for 5 minutes, man.
There you go. Built their house and tore this road off to hell 3 or 4 times, you know.
Really?
And they're real slow about fixing it. But, you know, you gotta understand the trucks are gonna tear it up, you know.
We only got a couple days left on that top wall and we'll be done.
Yeah, that's what that guy said. You're about through.
Yeah, the big problem is that there was so much trashy soil in there getting started. We thought we were digging 2 foot for a foot, and we ended up digging 18. So
wow.
Yeah, that was the first sign of good soil. That's where we first seen it, and we stopped there, you know. He's probably gonna have to bring some soil in because we had to pull so much out.
They did a number on him on that house.
Yeah, he really got raked over the coals on that for sure. Now we're catching the brunt of it because he trusts us and knows we do things right. We had to fix a lot of the stuff in the first place, but he's so worried now, you know.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, you know. It's a lot of damn money he's having to pay to fix what shouldn't have had to
what
been
should have
done.
Never torn up. But at least his house is still there.
That's right.
Didn't slide off in the creek.
That's right. See you, man.
man.
Thanks.
The gamble on what I did, building a wall like that. He wanted me to do one layer at a time. No, I didn't. We're gonna have to put that 317 on the top, I think.
What do you mean on the top?
On top of this wall. We gotta cover all this, don't we?
Yeah, that's all septic too.
Kind of falls right there, but when we fill with gravel, we can pull on it a little bit and it'll stay back up. Yeah, how are we gonna fucking cover this?
This end, you mean?
Yeah.
Toss dirt up here and use the skid steer and push it up.
I mean, we can fill the single axle from his other property and back it all the way in and dump right here.
Yeah, true.
It's gonna take a lot of dirt though.
Yeah, a shitload of dirt. Did he hit it? That's why we shouldn't have stacked it that high. What's that, 2 days wasted now?
Starting this 2 days ago.
Stack a row and backfill a row. Stack a row and backfill a row.
I just didn't do that because I don't know where to set the machine. You mean drive the machine in the back?
You fit behind here, right? You'll stack, backfill with gravel, and then you'll
We'll be right on it, but
right,
man,
which is fine because you're only, you
I
know,
was
if
trying to
you're
avoid being on top of. That's the only reason. I
oh
did it
when you
this
get
way.
up there.
Yeah.
Damn.
2 days gone.
What happened?
You got too close to it.
Man, that about shook me out of my chair.
I bet. We've done them this way, but we wouldn't have went as far. We go a little bit, get that completely backfilled, go a little more, and you can still, you know, work it up like that. Use the hoe to toss the gravel up there. You know what I mean? These absolutely aren't stable, standing like that. You know. But no one's fucking behind there. We got a fucking dead body right now. Wonder if the machine's fucked up.
Probably. I heard his track hit it, I think. What way do you want us to do it? You want us to leave that, fill that, work, or you want us just to do one layer?
It's gonna be safer to do one layer at a time. You can put your geo and everything in that way.
Can you translate to one of them to get a crowbar from the back of your truck?
En mis negro troca tengo un grande vara. Necesito por favor. This guy's got a working interview. He's probably pretty tore up right now too. Anyone was behind there, that'd have been dead for sure. It's kind of silly for us to try to do it that way anyways. They should be doing one course in backfill and another course in backfill. So that's what they're changing to do now. Some have like a nub sticking out, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like,
Don't stand behind that motherfucker.
but some of them are just so bad. Like if the blocks are like, there's a couple we just haven't used because they're so bad.
I don't know that we should be setting all this weight on the front of this wall. What do you think?
Probably not. Have them take them out in the skid steer.
Yeah, I'd say we probably ought to. These two been really in some shitty situations the last couple of weeks, haven't they? Not touring probably. Might think, I don't know if I want to work here anymore. I'm just gonna get a regular job. Hey! Hey! That's way too much goddamn weight in the front! Set them back there! Set them back there and move it with the skid steer. There's too much weight. I'd try to get the front of your tracks back there a little bit without being in that.
I think we didn't backfill far enough. Push down on the soft shit, which will pull the gravel out from under them.
Just now, you mean?
Yeah.
The way he hit it. No, Tor said he hit it. That's how he knew. That's when he first yelled, it's because he hit it.
It's just his fault, actually.
It's for sure his fault. Was it an accident?
Yeah.
But he don't strike me as a hard worker. And he's not doing anything to fix why's Matt on this skid steer when he was already on it.
How to get off of it.
Yeah.
Pull all these, dig back 2 feet, set a block in the ground, like completely.
Yeah. Same height.
But then we're gonna have to go up another block. We're only gonna get to here.
I know.
Or how much gravel did he say you have to have?
2 feet.
So we could set the wall here.
I have to call and get permission to move it. but I think he'd rather it be further back.
It's probably gonna make us dig a bit.
Down? Oh yeah, for sure. Down to good. Hopefully right below us is good. Dude, I swear after 2 o'clock, I can't, my brain just doesn't work. Like, I can't even remember what this fucking guy's name is, you know? Would you feel better if the upper wall was further than 8 feet away from the lower wall? I would like to move it further away, which would put it closer to the house. If you're comfortable with it, I'm gonna get it further away from this lower wall. We just add soil between the two, because from top block to bottom block would be the same grade starting across it, the same exact height. So I just add soil between the walls for planting to slate water. Your plan only shows like 2 or 3 foot of gravel, and we've come back 10 with gravel. So bottom wall's done. We're starting this top wall now. All right.
But that looks pretty silly all the way out there. We'll have to put a shitload of dirt in. The further back we come, the less dirt and the less gravel. So we move it back, we don't have to cut more.
You just want to go 3 foot off the wall?
I don't know, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know what this soil looks like. I wish it did. Oh, shit, man. We got rain coming Thursday.
We did that fast. Obviously it won't be as fast filling, but it should be equally fast.
There'll be less backfill too. What's a skid steer bucket? 6 feet? You could come 6 feet off the wall, start your wall, and only have enough to get the skid steer, and you could stack your blocks with a mini hoe from this side. So really someone can be running, stacking while people are backfilling. That'd be the ideal thing. This thing will go fast that way.
Let's just do that and push this farther back. We can, I mean, if we have to put 3 foot of gravel under it, then whatever.
It's still much less than backfilling all this.
What's Colton doing?
He's stuck right now.
Stuck.
At the land, dumping blocks. We gotta figure out how to get someone over there to get him unstuck. Nick's in my black truck and the rental truck in Asheville, and I don't think there's anything else full of drive in the shop, huh?
Last time he got stuck, he got fucking stuck.
Massachusetts boss tell me to jump onto that boom. I guess you'll have a while in the morning digging this and getting the good soil and putting gravel back in it. Because or back in that dirt, you need to dig down 4 feet below this to have 2 foot of gravel and 1 block buried. I might dig a little bit through there just so I have dirt to go ahead and pack this end in, you know. Because if all this is out of here, what I'd like to do is pull all the dirt when you're doing your cut.
You can bring the hoe in.
Yeah, but I guess then you'd have to leave the hoe back here and backfill the ditch before you, if not, the ditch will probably, but you could backfill with the skid steer as you come. That's the better idea. Keep pulling that dirt back and
Put it all in
packing it all in this end, yeah. Here though is really where you need to be careful of not pushing on that end, because if it starts to roll, it'll pull the whole thing, yeah.
So how far can we put dirt? Can we build it here?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want, is that the whole end of this wall, like all the way to like here, dirt on the whole outside of this wall, you know? That's why I was saying, like, we need a lot of dirt to...
So just forget the septic?
Yeah, it'll be fine. The lines are fine. You don't want to backfill a tank, but the tank's up there. Probably ought to put them in PVC from the end of the wall down, put some dirt over them before we come over here. So we don't crush them, and they need to go to about where that laying pine is, so that water don't saturate the septic field, you know. See how this geo's just hanging right now?
There's nothing behind.
Yeah, it ain't doing nothing. It needs to be. So really, if this thing starts to go, there's nothing to hold it on this end, you know. Maybe have some laborers try to pull that dirt off the top of that and lay it back. I'd start down there and bring your dirt back. As you're digging back this way, someone should be backfilling the ditch.
Yeah.
Then you could just walk it straight out. Start setting. Really, I guess at that point you don't even need to walk it out. Someone was bringing you block over, you could start stacking, you know what I'm saying, from this end. Say by the time you get your ditch done, backfilled, pack this in real good, I'll be here with the 50 by then. I wanted to do that culvert for that driveway while the 50 was out that way. I've got tools up there in that house that the guys need, and I don't want to, it's not hand tools, it's a metal brake. I don't want to fucking carry that down the driveway. Plus, if we fix the driveway, they can go back there and work, you know.
We can set blocks and skid steer.
From the back side.
Yeah. At least the first row. Set it right in front of it. Yeah, maybe a yes from that, maybe a no for the other guy.
I hate to give him the axe over an accident, but it's a pretty big fuck up. You know, that could have killed somebody. And like I say, don't really strike me as a hard worker. I think that's wide enough for him to run that skid steer down.
Yeah.
It'll be real soft out there, but as long as he's not a ding dong like the other guy, hits the wall, it'll be fine. Back up straight.
So how far do you want to take the wall down that?
We won't know till we're at the end. You can get a guesstimate.
Piece of shit.
These jobs normally ain't this much of a shit show.
Look a lot skinnier damn in real life.
It makes me look fat all the time.
Yeah, I don't plan on going nowhere, dude.
Cool.
I want to find somewhere I want to stay.
I'm tired of training motherfuckers, so that'd be sweet.
With the flood and everything, dude, everything's just been
Fucking weird, right?
Oh yeah. Hell, I lost freaking 3 weeks.
Shit.
I mean, I couldn't tell you where it went. I dropped back looking at photos and stuff and looking at my time and, you know, just to figure out what happened, what I do, you know.
Yeah.
Where was I? They called us and it's like, hey, we got a camper available if you want to come stay. I don't even know what day of the week it was.
Would your house get fucked up?
Oh yeah, we had 3 foot of water going through it.
Shit. Yeah, that was gnarly right there, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. I was sitting there watching the water come up, man. We had a camper sitting there and the tote popped out and the life jackets for the kayaks, they were floating around in the yard and took off head towards Catawba River. Next thing I know, they come to a stop and they start coming back. Catawba River came up. And we had all kind of animals, which all of them made it except for one rabbit.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Then pigs swam around for an hour and 45 minutes. Speed barrels in the middle of I-40.
You just got a camper set up over there now?
Yeah, somebody donated it to them. Try and get back on track.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, man.
I need to get with building inspectors. I'm gonna find out if we can rebuild.
You get all your information. She'll have a packet for you. You gotta fill out for W-2 and all that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
We direct deposit checks,
Sweet.
so just get your direct deposit information and give it to her.
Alright.
She'll have everything, the checklist for you to get all the shit together.
Gotcha.
She'll set you up with an app on your phone. You clock in and clock out on, you know.
Do that all the time.
Yeah, does all the posting and everything. I don't post nothing. I don't have time. She does it all. Take all that block back off the top. I called the engineer. He's going to allow me to move it closer to the house. Tomorrow morning we'll start on this end of the upper wall. We should have buried one block on the upper, so we'll start on this end and they're going to dig, you know, to 4 foot down to put 2 foot of gravel in. Start here, dig all the way out that way, pull all that soil back to the end of the bottom wall and pack it all in on that end so it can't curl out. And then while they're digging from this end to that end, someone on the skid steer will bring gravel, put it in the ditch as you guys go.
We're gonna get any more gravel?
Yeah, I've got 3 trucks hauling it all day tomorrow. We'll just fill that cul-de-sac was full. We'll just fill it back up.
Oh, I know. I spent all day
Doing it.
Yeah, I mean, in, out. It's like, goddamn.
Alright, make sure that house demo is finished up, and then I gotta dig to expose their septic because they're trying to rebuild. And I'll grab the 50 and come down here in the morning. And what we'll do is we'll set between the 2 walls, we'll keep the 50 in there set and block while someone backfills the backside, so we can run them fast that way. I'd like to get this fucking thing pretty well done before Thursday. It's supposed to rain. This fucking day to stack an 8 foot, 120 foot long wall. I don't know what time it rains coming Thursday, but anything we can do before then will help hold that house, you know. We got another one of these to do as soon as we're done with this. Same, just like this.
Nothing but a thing.
I'm really trying to only run 1 or 2 jobs max right now because we're running like 6 or 8 crews while doing all the storm stuff, you know. And I've lost my fucking nuts with this storm work, man. Paying all these guys to come in and help, and you know, everyone's slow as fuck, you know. So I lost my nuts and all that, and it's just too much to do at one time. So I'm gonna try to just run 1, maybe 2 jobs and make sure the production's where it needs to be, you know. It'll help that you can move equipment. That's a The big hold up on us right now is like me and Vince are just moving equipment all night, you know, between jobs, trying to keep everything going and having the equipment there the next morning, you know.
You got me Monday through Friday. How many hours you want? That's the first time he got that seat since he sat down this morning.
Yeah, Legend, if you can get him to work, he's fucking good, dude, but sometimes he don't want to come in. Keep your goddamn work truck hostage so your fucking guys can't even get to work, man. Some fucking bullshit, dude. Yeah, I bet it is 5 on the dot, though, isn't it, if he just got off on 5.
I ain't even looked out.
He's got that alarm or something set at 5 o'clock. I heard the track start coming up here. Let's go right before we got to pull Vince off Legend for making him work past 5.
I'll brush the chip up, but besides that, I won't beat it for a little bit.
Did you say you do have teeth for that thing?
No.
I'll order a set and have them. We ain't done nothing that's hurt them yet, but we got so much to do that you know, I want to keep them sharp. So the duller they are, the harder it is on that bearing on that wheel. You know, when they start to feel like they need it, I'll have him flip them at the shop there, and then if that side gets fucked, we'll swap them, and then you can sharpen the set that's there as long as you don't get them too worn and the gap's too big. You know. We got that mini on the job, so we're not putting nothing big through it, you know, we'll just load that shit out. It takes too long.
I just gonna call and say, John, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'll see you tomorrow.